This is in the box for general information. Can you see that, or do you want me to turn the light off again? Dudley, should I turn the light off? You gonna be all right in here? Not gonna break out any more bruises? General information. Okay, so functional group. Can you see this, Josh?
Did that say fictional?
Functional. Functional. Functional group is carbonyl. C double bond O. Functional group is carbonyl, C double bond O, on an end carbon. Because it's always on the end, you don't have to put the number 1 on. Name ends in AL. So a little bit of it will dissolve. Okay, chemical properties. Chemical properties for the dancing queen over there. Combustible. And it's used to make plastics and adhesive. Essential oils. Some of them are fruity and sweet. Fruity and sweet. Sweet and fruity. Okay? So that's the shortest one you can have. Chemical reactions, just no combustion. What do you have if you have, what's the other reactant if you have a combustion reaction? It's your compound plus oxygen. It makes, what does it make, Dudley? Water and something we breathe out.
CO2.
CO2. Isaac's got it. Okay, so chemical reaction. For now, we're just going to put combustion. And that's already balanced. So functional group is C double bond O carbonyl group again. But it has to be on an inside carbon. So the smallest one, Angelica, is propanone. Because it's the only carbon chain, it's the shortest carbon chain with a middle carbon. So name, You take the alkane, drop the E, and add ONE. Use numbers to state the carbon for the C double bond O. So you got to say where the C double bond O is, right? So 2-propanone, there's your molecular formula and your structural diagram, and then we just need to balance this. What do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need 4 oxygens. Okay, that's ketones. And then the next one is esters, right? So we're gonna wait. Tomorrow we'll do carboxylic acids and esters, but for now we're gonna do our note on esters. And then it's gonna be a very short note tomorrow on amines and amides, but we might just make that into our yellow sheet rather than do an actual note. I'd be happy if you can recognize an amine and an amide rather than name them. An ester is an organic compound that has a carbonyl bonded to an oxygen. Thank you. So basically, this is your functional group. This is your functional group. If you have this in the middle of a compound, you've got an ester. An alkyl group. So an R could be any carbon chain. And we have a list of them. No, carbons. Like you have a list on one of your pages. And it's got like methyl is a CH3, ethyl CH3, CH2. Okay. Esterification is a chemical reaction where a carboxylic acid, how do you spell that? Carboxylic acid and an alcohol come together to make an ester and water. Also called a condensation. What's condensation? When do you see condensation? Has anybody seen condensation in their life? You just saw it. No, the physical, actual, real. No, you have to. You're about to figure it out. Chris, where have you seen it?
Water.
It is water. So let's say you go outside on a fall day, very early, your car is covered with water. That's condensation. It cooled, the air around your vehicle cooled, and therefore water comes out as it cools. It's humidity that's come out of the air.
What
Have you ever boiled water? You ever put a lid on it? You ever taken the lid off and see that it's wet? That's condensation. So they're called condensation because one of the products is a water molecule. So basically you've got an acid plus an alcohol. Write this in the spot underneath there. There's space in the box. Acid plus an alcohol produces an ester plus H2O. So that's for esterification. Hydrolysis is a chemical reaction where water is used to break apart an ester into a carboxylic acid and an alcohol. It's the reverse of esterification. So it takes an ester plus water, you make an acid plus an alcohol. Oh, as it's the reverse of the one you just wrote. On the left, you've got ester plus H2O. And on the right, you've got your acid plus your alcohol. For the hydrolysis one. Sorry, my board is low. Comes from the carboxylic acid. So for this part, it's this part. Oh, that doesn't really highlight, does it? Okay, undo highlight. So what I want you to do is you're going to highlight this part here. Okay? Do this. This part comes from your acid. And this part, with the single bonded O, comes from your alcohol. So what was the name of our alcohol if it had only one carbon? It was methanol. Oops, it was methanol. What was the name of our acid if it had two carbons? Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. So it says change the OL ending of the alcohol to YL. So we're going to take this, change it to YL. So methyl. And you take the oic acid off and add O8. So ethanoate. That's what I mean. This is a big one.
Example 1.
This is all example 1. The acid was ethanoic acid, so it becomes ethanoate. What was the name of our alcohol? How many carbons? It was pentanol, so we changed the OL to YL. So it's pentyl ethanoate.
That's how you spell that.
Oh, sorry, no, pentanyl. Oh, leave it. It's got pentanyl. Okay, pentanyl. Okay, see if you can do example 3. It's tricky. Okay, so what part came from the acid? What is the name of the acid part, yeah?
The acid part would be propanol.
Yeah, propanoate. Because it's propanoic acid, so it's propanoate. Flip those ones. This part, the part that contains, yeah, you just look for the C double bond O. That side you go backwards. You go out from the C double bond O, and that's the acid part. And then the other part you count out from the single bonded O. So in that case, it's just methyl. So it's methyl propanoate. Okay, try number 4. Find the C double bond O. How many carbons total? No, with the C double bond O side. Nope. 1. So if you've got 1 carbon, you are methanoic acid, so you're methanoate. This part came from your alcohol.
That would be butyl methanoate.
Yeah, so it's butyl methanoate. The alcohol part, the carbon with a single bonded O is 2 carbons long. That's from the ethyl part. And then ethanoate, the C double bond O part is also 2 carbons long. So this is the first part of the name. The alcohol, this is the second part of the name. Ethyl methanoate. Ethyl comes from the alcohol, so again, it's the part with the single bonded O, and then methanoate, that's the carbon part with the double bonded O. See if you can do the next one, example 7, ethyl propanoate. Well done, Dudley. Okay, so the general reaction for the formation from an ester. Oh, I think for an ester. Okay, general formula. Carboxylic acid plus alcohol makes an ester plus H2O. So that's the general reaction for an ester. So it says write out the reaction for the esterification reaction of ethanol and methanoic acid. So methanoic acid plus ethanol. What are we going to make? What will the name be?
Methanoate? Because alcohol goes first.
Yeah, so ethyl,
Ethyl.
it's okay, methanoate, good job, plus H2O. Do we need to do the structural formulas part? Hydrolysis, the reverse of forming an ester. Write out the equation for the hydrolysis. Let's skip down to the bottom here. Ethyl ethanoate. Me too. Plus H2O. You're going to split it up into its alcohol and acid.